Yes, squad. What's going on, man? It's your boy George. We are back with another video of mine. Hope you're all doing well. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and also hit the notification bell so you know when I next drop. Without wasting no more time, let's get into it. So we are bringing out the tactics board for this vid because I think it's very important that I do. The reason why I say that is because I cannot explain what Pep Guardiola done just by speaking it. I've got to literally show you guys what he done to Arne Slot's shape. As you can see here, we've got the 4-2-4 in Liverpool. The Reds is going to be Liverpool. The Blues is going to be Man City. And obviously, Man City shape, it's like a Christmas tree. You got the two centre backs there. And then obviously you got your wing backs or full backs, you could say. They're not very offensive. They make these late runs, which I will explain later on, but they help out in the build up, especially getting out, but I will explain that soon. You got the DMs, and then you've got the three attacking midfielders. Obviously, they're meant to be wide, but they come very narrow inside, overloading the midfield of Liverpool. And then you got the striker in Haaland pinning the two centre backs. So let's start off by breaking down what went wrong for Liverpool, because then we'll find out what went right for Man City, because it did start with the poor pressing from the front and it wasn't intense enough, it wasn't coordinated at times, and it was way too easy for the centre backs to find their man in between the lines. But you'd think that Liverpool would be able to deal with that with, let's say, Ekitike Szoboszlai getting close while cover shadowing the DM so he can't receive it, forcing Man City maybe to go long. But what Man City done was very clever. Instead, they got one of their midfielders in Nico Gonzalez or Bernardo Silva to drop in temporarily to create that three at the back against the two in Liverpool. So Man City have now created a 3 versus 2 against Liverpool, which makes it more easier now for Man City to progress out from the back. And obviously now there's a lone DM looking to receive the ball off the centre backs, whether that's through these two, playing it in between the lines through the striker and winger. But what Man City done very well was finding both Nico O'Reilly and Nunes, because the way Liverpool pressed, Verts starts out, comes in, and on many occasions you've seen that ball was actually found to Nunes, and now Liverpool in a lot of trouble. Does McAllister come out here? If he does come out here, there's a lot of space for Cherky to receive the ball. Does Robertson come out here? If he does, look how much space there is for Cherky to also exploit. Liverpool in a lot of trouble here, and I think the main issue for Liverpool at the moment is the centre backs are not aggressive enough. If they step into midfield, McAllister's fine actually coming out here and maybe pressing. Gravenberch can come across. At least they've still got, you know, some support and cover. But, you know, Arne Slot doesn't really like his centre backs to be that aggressive and step into midfield. So, loads of overloads here for Man City, man. It's just a big problem for Liverpool. And I've noticed it against a lot of teams recently, especially against Chelsea. They done very well when it came to overloading the centre of the field. And it's a big problem that Liverpool have right now. Even now, like if McAllister was to go out, look, Gravenberch, against how many man? Does he come out here to support the press? Does he stay? But look how many players are in between the lines here for him to deal with. But on most occasions, guys, I'll be honest, we did see Robertson being the one to come all the way from that, you know, fullback position to press. But he was half-hearted with his press because he didn't know, you know, who to pick up, Cherky or Nunes, which means Nunes has got a lot of time now to pick up his head and maybe even put a clipboard into the attacking midfielders. You just have time and space. The press wasn't good enough. And to be fair to Szoboszlai, he was actually trying to help. You know, he was trying to help. Like, let's say, for example, that DM was there, that's Szoboszlai. He was coming in to help out that midfield and try and even it out. But it's a hard ask if you're pressing from the front and you lose out, and then he's got to cover all this ground to get back. It's so much for him to do, and I just think Liverpool got it all wrong when it came to the press. But overall, it was just a solid performance from Man City. Shout out to Doku, by the way. His position here that he picks up is just horrible for Bradley. Does he come out and cover Doku? If he does, there's space for O'Reilly. So it was happening on both flanks, guys. It was just a very, very good performance. And the reason why Bradley's got to come out all the way here is if Gravenberch and McAllister get drawn into the press, and if it gets beat, gets broken, and Doku's here, he receives. He's got so much time and space to turn and run. You don't want him running at you, especially Kanate's got PTSD now. Do you know what I mean? Because he scored through the positioning of Doku and how narrow he is, and O'Reilly, offering that width, because now Bradley's in a dilemma. I thought Bradley had a good game. Like, he had a decent game, wasn't bad. But when Doku's in that type of form, what do you do? What do you do? You need help. He didn't get that. Salah's not tracking O'Reilly. I think this is a big problem as well, man. Salah not tracking his runs puts a lot of pressure on Bradley, because now he's 2 versus 1. I think Liverpool got a lot of thinking to do, people. So let's talk about in-game tactics, how it felt when I played with this formation. 4-2-3-1 for me replicates how they played against Liverpool. I know people will say, well, don't they play over 4-5-1 out of possession? You're right. But the thing is about this game that's different to the game against Dortmund was, against Liverpool, they might have started off in a 4-5-1, but Foden was very aggressive towards Kanate, forcing him out onto the touchline, passing the ball to Bradley. But Man City really wanted to nullify Kanate in terms of his ball progression, and he was poor throughout the whole game. And I feel like I like Bradley defensively, but that's where you need Trent, man. Someone with his passing range to maybe find Salah in behind, or a switch ball, because Cherky was coming in very narrow. So maybe like a switch ball out to Robertson would have been needed, but I don't think Conor Bradley has the passing range that Trent does. So it's a big loss, people. But overall, it was more than that. It was Man City pressing very well, resolute when defending. They did defend in a 4-5-1 mid/low block, and Pep's team has completely changed. And I do have high hopes for them this season. I think they'll do really well if they play like that and they keep their players fit. Very, very interesting to watch. But that is the end of the video, guys. If you want a part 2, I will do one. Maybe a 4-5-1 video. We'll see. We'll see. I'm thinking about it. Not anytime soon, though, because I've already got a Man City one out. Leave your suggestions in the comment section down below. Only the top 5 leagues I'm doing at the moment. But yeah, I've got a Chelsea vid coming out very soon, Enzo Maresca. I do like how my team's been playing recently, especially defensively. So yeah, I will do that one very soon. But that's the end of the video, guys. It's been your boy George. I'm out. Take care of yourselves. Peace.